Hello guys, welcome to a video that is going to give you insights about the tricks of multiplications in mathematics. So today's video we are going to see how numbers can be multiplied together, and to multiply numbers we are going to replace these numbers by the lines that are equivalent to the numbers. So at certain point in time we are going to divide this lines intersection into what we call zones. Stay with me because I believe you are going to understand better when we deal with example. So without much ado, let's handle the first case, and the first case says we should multiply 5 by 3. So we are going to replace the number 5 and 3 with lines. So let's draw the line for the number 5. So we are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we are multiplying that number 5 by what? 3. So we are going to cross 3 lines on those 5 lines. 1, 2, 3. So those 3 lines are crossing on those 5 lines, and therefore they will intersect. Those points of intersections are our points of interest. So, and how many points of intersections are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So 5 times 3 is 15. There are 15 intersections. Guys, stay with me until the end of these videos, because as the numbers become larger, it becomes fun and more interesting to know how to multiply numbers with little or no time used. So the next number we are going to handle is 523 times 2. So we are again going to replace the numbers 5, 2, 3 and 2 with the line equivalent. So let's draw the table or the lines as we have done for example A. So let's go with the number 5. So we are going to again draw 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The second number is 2, so we are going to give a gap to differentiate the 5 from the 2. So we'll give a gap to draw the 2 lines. 1, 2. We can see the gap there, and then we'll give a gap again to draw the 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. And how many are we multiplying? We are multiplying that number 523 by 2. So we'll cross 2 lines on those 5, 2 and 3 lines. So we'll cross the lines 1 and 2 because we are multiplying by 2. So now we are going to count the points of intersections. So in this case we'll start counting the points here on the 3, the points of intersection on the 2 and the points of intersection on the 5. So let's count from the 5. We are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that gives us 10 at that point of intersection there. Let's go to the next point. 1, 2, 3, 4. So at that point there we have the number 4. At the last point we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have there 6. Therefore the number 523 times 2 is 1046. So that's the answer for 523 times 2. So guys, that's easy, but it becomes a little bit complicated if the numbers exceed 10. So if this number 6 exceeded 10, or it was from 10 and above, then we'll see how to handle it. Let's see how to handle a situation like that in the next example. So let's look at the next example, which is C part, and it says we should multiply 413 times 4. So again we are going to have 3 sets of number 4, 1 and 3. Multiply them with what? 4. So we'll cross them, the lines with the 4 other lines. So we are going to have line 1, 2, 3 and 4. Again, we are going to give a gap to draw one line, 1. We give a gap again to draw 3 lines, 1, 2, 3. We are multiplying those numbers by what? 4. So we cross 4 lines on them, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we begin by counting for the intersection of these 4 lines with the number 3. So how many lines are there? How many intersections are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 intersections. But since 12 is more than 9, is from 10 and above, so it's a 2-digit number, so we'll write 2 and carry 1. So at that point we'll write 2 and carry 1 to the next intersection. So the next intersection will be 1, 2, 3, 4 plus the one we carried will give us 5. So we'll go to the next intersection, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16. So we would have written 6 and carry 1, but there is no more intersection, so we'll write the 16 there. So at that intersection we are going to have 16. So 413 times 4 is going to give us 1652. So guys, punch your calculator and you will see that the answers are exactly accurate. So let's see. So the next example we are going to see is 32 times 12. So again, we are now multiplying two numbers by what? Two numbers. So if we are multiplying any number with a 2-digit number, the number of regions are going to change. The first case we saw, we are multiplying any number with what? A 1-digit number. So in that case, the number of regions will only be 1 region. But if we are multiplying with a 2-digit number, the regions are going to change. So let's see what I mean by regions. Okay, in this case, we are going to have 3 lines, 2 lines, and then we cross them with what? 1 and 2 lines. So we are going to have 1, 2, 3 for the first number 3, and for the second number 2, we are going to give a gap to draw 1 and 2 lines. Now we are going to multiply that number by 12. So we'll draw the first line, 1 line again to cross those lines. So we'll have 1 line, we'll give a gap again and draw 2 lines. So we'll have 1 and 2 lines crossing them. So in this case, we are going to have not only 1 region. In this case, we are going to have 3 regions. So the regions are what? The region here, this diagonal region here, and the last region in this one. So we are going to have region 1, which is that region there. Then the diagonal regions here will be region 2, the diagonal regions there, and then the small region left there will be the extreme region. So in the first region, let's count the number of intersections that are there. So we are going to have 1, 2, 3 and 4. So at that position, the number there will be 4. In the diagonal region, we are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So at that position there, at the diagonal region, we are going to have what? The number 8. So at the extreme region here, we are going to have 1, 2, and then 3. So we are going to have there 3. Therefore, 32 times 12 is 384. So that's how we handle them. Let's look another example to really clarify the regions, what we mean. Okay, the next example, which is E, is 345 times 24. Again, we have three numbers multiplying two-digit number, so the regions will be more than 1. So again, we take the extremes and then we take how many diagonal regions are left. We take them. Let's see what I mean. The first thing to do is the number 3. We draw 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. We give a gap and draw 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. We give a gap and draw 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we are going to cross these lines with the number 2, give a gap and draw 4 lines again. So 1 line, 2 lines, give a gap, draw 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we see that what there are so many regions. Again, we take this extreme region here and we take this extreme region. So we see that what there will be 2 diagonals left. So this diagonal here and this other diagonal. So there will be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 regions. So let's see what I mean. This extreme region here where my cursor is will be region 1. The next will be this diagonal here, this part and this part will be region 2. Then the next diagonal, this part and this part will be region 3, and the last part here will be region 4. So let's look at the points of intersections of region 1, which is this point here. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So instead of writing 20, the number is from 10 and above. So what do we do? Exactly, we write 0 and carry 2. So at that region, it will be 0. Remember, we carry 2. So let's look at the next region, which is the green region here, the green diagonal region. So we are going to count the intersections there as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 plus the 2 we carry from the 20 here, 26, 27, 28. So again, instead of writing 28, we write 8 and carry 2. So we have 8 there, we carry 2. So the red diagonal region there, we count the intersections and we add 2 to it. So we are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Plus the 2 we carry, 22. We write 2 and carry 2. So the next part is the green region here. So we are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we have 6 plus the 2 we carried, 7, 8. So we have 8. So and the number 345 times 24 will give us 8280. So 345 times 24 is 8280. So guys, that's how we handle multiplication. No matter the number, we just know how to draw your lines. You draw the lines for the first number, give a gap. Draw the second number, give a gap. Draw the third number, give a gap. Draw the fourth number, give a gap. Draw the lines to cross the numbers you are multiplying with. You cross the lines, give a gap. Draw for the second number, give a gap. Draw for the third number, and then you take the diagonal, the extreme first, then you take the 2 diagonals, the next 2 diagonals, the next 2 diagonals, the next 2 diagonals, and if the number is from 10 and above, you write the number to the right and carry the number to the left. That's all. So if you don't have a calculator, this is very handy in an examination, and before you know it, in less than 5 seconds you have done a multiplication complication of a very large number. So guys, don't forget to like my channel, subscribe and share my video. It's Math Time Questions and Answer is always available to give you insights about questions giving you headache at school. Don't forget to comment on the comment section if you have not understood, and I will give you clarity to whatsoever is your problem. And don't also forget to leave a comment with a photo of a problem you want me to help you make videos on. So stay with me and remain blessed. Bye bye.